What is up YouTube? My name is Happiness and welcome to my channel. So Elon Musk seems like he has not gotten enough of getting rich, whereby at the moment the president of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa, is in America at the moment it seems like due to this thing of the white genocide, to which there is no white genocide happening in South Africa. The president of South Africa was forced to go and meet up with President Donald Trump, and I think that he is going to also meet up with Elon Musk. So, in terms of them trying to fix this uh, situation of the Afrikaners going to America, but we all know the only thing that Elon Musk will be fixing with Ramaphosa is the Starlink deal, to which Elon Musk wants Starlink to be operating in South Africa. So, in terms of them operating, okay, let's watch a couple of videos so that you can understand what's happening at the moment.
And what about the international dimension? Now, let's think about Starlink. Starlink is obviously a very, very good internet service. It's sought after all over the world. It's critical to the front line in Ukraine. It has also had more contracts coming its way, and there is some evidence that companies are allowing access to it because they want to be close to the Trump administration and send the right signal. So Bloomberg broke news today that the South African government is working around the rules on black ownership in order to allow Starlink in, and that is being done on the eve of the visit that President Ramaphosa is going to make to the White House. Do you recognize that as a conflict of interest?
No, of course not. First of all, you should be questioning why are there racist laws in South Africa? That's the first problem. That's what you should be attacking. It's improper for there to be racist laws in South Africa. The whole idea with what Nelson Mandela, who was a great man, proposed was that all races should be on an equal footing in South Africa. That's the right thing to do, not to replace one set of racist laws with another set of racist laws, which is utterly wrong and improper. So that's the deal, that all races should be treated equally, and there should be no preference given to one or the other. Whereas there are now 140 laws in South Africa that give that basically give strong preference to if you're a black South African, and not otherwise. And so now I'm in this absurd situation where I was born in South Africa but cannot get a license to operate in Starlink because I'm not black.
Well, it looks
Does
like
that
that's
seem
about.
right to you?
Looks like that.
Right to you?
Looks like that's about to change.
I just asked you a question. Please answer. Does that seem right to you?
Well, those rules were designed to bring.
Yes or no?
Those rules were designed to bring about an era of more economic equality in South Africa, and it looks like the government has found a way around those rules for you.
Ask you a question.
This is your interview. Everyone wants to hear from you.
Ask you a question. Yes or no?
Not
Racist
for me.
laws, yes or no?
Not for me to answer. I have got a question for you about your government work and the amount of savings.
Why do you like racist laws?
This is not for me to answer. Come on.
Yes, it is.
Now, you wouldn't be trying to dodge a question.
You have to ask the question. I answer my question. No, you answer mine.
I think I'm sure you can have that conversation directly with the South African government if you want to. I want to ask you about the total.
I can't believe it. That's not good.
Okay, so let me ask you this question, guys. So, has it ever happened that maybe in sports? So, has it ever happened that maybe in sport that you find that a boy team plays against a girl team? In sport, has that ever happened before, whereby we match up boys against girls? It has never happened in sport. So, how does it happen that in business or like in the economic environment, a US-based American company like Starlink would want to run its operation in South Africa, whereby the African companies like MTN has to compete with a company that is mainly operating in the USA? And remember that Starlink itself or let me just say, Elon Musk himself is representing America. He is not representing South Africa, because we don't know Elon Musk as being part of South Africa. When was the last time Elon Musk was in South Africa? In 1999. So remember, he left South Africa in 1999. Now he wants to be part of South Africa again. And it is like with this, there was this interview to which, a local interview. They were comparing it with the situation with TikTok. Remember that TikTok is owned by a Chinese company. So
in America right now, the understanding is that a Chinese company which owns TikTok is being pressured to sell its American interests to a local company there. And in part, the question of national security is being put up as prominent. Why do you think that there is this double standard that in a country which says, like South Africa, which says there's got to be a local ownership of any international company that comes to set up shop here, and we've got to play by those rules. But in America, things have got to be different. Why do you think that this is the double standard that they want to impose on other countries?
I think it's the hypocrisy of imperialism, and I'm glad that you are able to raise that point even more sharply than I have in this interview. That they wanted to do that to TikTok, that they wanted to own a majority stake in TikTok because they suggested that TikTok poses a national security threat in terms of influencing the psychology of the American people and possibly lobbying them to believe in the ideals propagated by the Communist Party in China and the People's Republic of China. So their process to want to have that majority stake ownership in TikTok is exactly the same reasoning that we should use as to it relates to the Starlink company. Even in India, Starlink operates with a local stake ownership, and they've agreed to that. So it seems that this hypocrisy and double standard wants to be applied in South Africa and towards Africans, and it's something that we must reject in its entirety. We must protect local jobs in the telecommunications sphere in South Africa, but we must protect the integrity of our national security. And Elon Musk has represented himself as someone who poses a threat to the integrity of national security in South Africa. He has mobilized the American president, who he is dragging by the ear, to treat us like a persona non grata, to expel our diplomats, to declare genocide when none of that is perceivably recognizable, and for him to control the telecommunications infrastructure of our country when he's exhibited his displeasure with our nation and his ability and capacity to distort information to suit his own agenda, is a risk we should not take.
now Trump is pressurizing this Chinese company because it owns TikTok, that they have to abide to the American regulation in terms of them running their business. Because also remember that TikTok is one of the biggest and the most dominating companies in America, whereby, like, we all know now that TikTok is number one social media in the world at the moment, coming after likes of Facebook. Okay, it is number one. Then the rest of them, Facebook, Meta, and all of those, they are behind. So yes, so they were making an example saying that the way that they are pressurizing TikTok is the very same way that they are pressurizing the Chinese market in terms of these tariffs, and also in terms of them like, not wanting their cars to operate in America. And you have to remember that America, Tesla is operating in China. Is it that the Chinese cannot operate in America at all? It doesn't make sense. Like, It is sort of like, it seems like the way the system is rigged nowadays, whereby the West want to control everything, and not even the West, like, let me just say America. America wants to be the superpower whereby it has to bully everybody, whereby now they has to bring Elon Musk to come here and want to take sole ownership of everything that is happening in South Africa. So yes, I mean, like, there has to be a fair playing ground. That's why I would like to make a comparison of saying that you cannot compare boys and girls. A boy team cannot play with a girl team. Obviously, we know that the boys are going to win. No wonder in sports, in athletics, we never match up boys and girls in competitive sports. It doesn't work. In NBA, imagine LeBron James playing against WNBA. He would destroy all of them. Steph Curry, LeBron James, all of these guys, you see. So hence I would say that, you know, why don't they have a competitive playing ground whereby, and also with this thing of Elon Musk wanting so majority control of his own company. I mean, like, he's in South Africa. Why don't you just abide to the laws of the land of South Africa and operate on how you are told to operate, whereby you just operate in terms of them saying that let black people run 30%, own 30% of your company. I mean, like, you are South African, you can just give it to them, you see. So I feel that maybe it's some sort of like racism whereby he doesn't want nothing of black people. Then he feels that South Africa is being racist to them and their laws are racist to him. No, it doesn't work like that. But yeah, that's all my thoughts, and that's how I feel in terms of this Elon Musk situation with Starlink in South Africa, and him wanting to come into South Africa and have a market in South Africa. So yeah, guys, yeah, that's all that I can say. But yeah, thank you for watching my channel. Please like and subscribe, and yeah, let's meet up to the next video, and peace out.